Well, it's that time again. Another year and another Call of Duty comes around, and this time it's MW3, a glorified DLC for what was effectively the worst Call of Duty of all time. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand we're, you know, in the early stages of this game. I understand that, and I understand that hopefully Sledgehammer has heard the complaints and is going to fix them as time goes on, but I just want to say that, like, man, this game isn't good. As much hype as we were giving it in the beta, the game just isn't that good. And I don't know, maybe it's just me being terrible at the game, or maybe it's that I'm old and don't really like things anymore. But going from Spider-Man 2 to this game feels like going from a AAA developer to an indie game maker. Like, this game is just not fun to play for me. Now, as you'll see in this gameplay, I'm playing the game and I'm having really good games, but most of the time it feels like nobody is fucking moving. And I feel like a broken record saying this every year, but it's just the fact that, like, nobody wants to move around. I was playing a game the other day on, I think it was Subbase, which, by the way, that's one of my favorite maps in this, and I know it's a hot take, but, it's my video, get over it. But everybody was just sitting around the map fucking sniping. Same thing goes with Derail. Nobody moves around the map, and maybe that's just part of the game being the way it is, or maybe it's just I don't the type of players that we have nowadays. But it's just so frustrating to play this game and to have to kind of sit and wait for people to run around because nobody else will do it for you. In general, that's why I like to play hardpoint dominations, because it forces people to win the game and to make sure the game doesn't last like 15 seconds. You have to move and you have to run around just to get things done. And that's not to say that that doesn't happen, but man, people just don't want to move. People want to find one spot and sit down and camp, and it feels like it's more rampant in this game than in any other game before. And it felt like that in the beta too. Now, there are some good parts about this game. I think for the most part, the maps are fun. I think they're way too big, and they could have easily made 3 maps out of one of them, in most cases. Like, Favela and Rust and Terminal are the only 3 maps that really feel small. And that's a problem in a game like this, an arena shooter like this, because I don't want to have to walk across the entire Warzone map to find somebody that's sniping and who hasn't moved the entire game, and who can shoot me from across the map and face 0 repercussions for it, because I can't walk all the way across the map to get them. And you're probably thinking, Mason, you're just bad and complaining. Yeah, that's part of it, I think. But I also think part of it, too, is that there's no incentive for people to move, and even in hardpoint and in domination, other people just do that for them, and so I fight the same 3 people the entire game. This game had so much right going for it with adding back in things that people wanted, adding in red dots and having map voting and all these other things, adding in the Modern Warfare 2 maps, but at the end of the day, this game is just a DLC. And it's very evident to see from the campaign, especially because, if you watch my campaign series or played the campaign on your own, you know that the campaign was extremely, extremely short, and it was not good for the most part. I mean, they killed Soap off, for fuck's sakes, and they didn't even give us a proper resolution with the whole damn campaign because they saved it for a Modern Warfare 4. Now, this seems like me just kind of bashing the game over and over, and I haven't played Zombies, and I don't know if I will. I think some of the solid color camos, I have to play Zombies, so, I'll probably play Zombies for that sole reason, is to get those camos, but, like, this game is not worth $70. And I hate that I paid $70, and I hate that I'm the fool that they're targeting, because I really shouldn't have. And I should have saved my money till this game was on sale. And now that I'm not playing College COD anymore, there's no reason for me to really hop on the game and play it as much as I do. But I'm a sucker for this franchise, and I love it. And I love to play the games a lot. But they've really just kind of suckered us in with all these false promises and things that we thought were going to be in the game. We thought this game was maybe going to be the turning point for the franchise, but it's really just a cheap imitation of its predecessor. It's not even a good imitation. It's just as bad, if not worse. I'm not even going to touch on the spawns because it's just kind of comical at this point. I've had several games where I'll spawn in front of somebody and then they'll kill me, and then as soon as I hit respawn, I'll spawn right behind the same person that just killed me and I'll kill them. Like, I don't understand what engine these developers are using for these spawns because it's not good. The logic makes no sense, and it's almost like I'd rather play Destiny because at least I know where those spawns are going to be, and I can't really say that with this game just due to the nature of it, and it's so disheartening to me because I really thought that this game was going to be one of the good ones. I know everybody loves it right now because that's the way the Call of Duty cycle goes. We're in the honeymoon stage right now, and I just don't see how this game won't be regarded as one of the worst ones we've had in recent memory. Maybe I'm just old, maybe I'm not good anymore. I think both those things are true. I think my standards have gone up as far as what I think is a good game and what's not a good game. And I think genuinely we've been spoiled, the older generation, because we had such good games like Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Even Cold War was 10 times better than this dog shit. And don't even get me started on CDL. I may talk about it later, but none of these maps really feel like they were meant to be played by the competitive community because they never were. And they didn't have competitive, at least to the scale we see it now, back in Modern Warfare 2. So none of these maps were made to be competitive. And I know that some of these things will be ironed out within the next few weeks, but this was just my initial reaction after playing it for a little bit of time. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get this off my chest because it just feels, I don't know. So, anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. I hope I didn't bore you too much, and I hope I offered some insight. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video where I play Call of Duty and talk about how much I love it, because that's the way things go. Alright, later. Bye.